Hey guys, what is up? My name is PandaMaster, and Attack on Titan needs to end. You know, I just, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the show. I mean that like it's a complicated thing because I love the show. You know, I've been obsessed with Attack on Titan for years now. Think it was I had bits and pieces, but I really finally got into Attack on Titan legitimately. I want to say it was 2 years ago now. So I'm definitely not, I haven't been a fan quite as long as most people, but it's quickly become my favorite anime. It's the one I'm always looking forward to. I'm not gonna lie, I did drop off in the beginning of the fourth season because everyone agrees it was kind of a sluggish start, but once things got going, it was great, and I didn't realize that. I actually didn't I fell off and didn't watch anymore until part 2 started at the beginning of the year, and then I caught back up, and have been watching with ever since. It's like the second time I've ever actually watched concurrently with everybody else. Actually, no, yeah, I think season 3 was already over by the time I started catching up. I think, yeah, I watched the beginning of season 4, and then I watched like the most of part 2 alive. But anyway, I love Attack on Titan. I love it to death. I think that the final season, save from the first few episodes, which weren't necessarily bad, just compared to the tail end of season 3 was just such a there was just this ramp up, and then it just plummeted for a little bit, and it built itself up a little bit, and then finally it got where it needed to go. But it wasn't bad, and I would say the same of the finale. And so before I get into things, full spoilers, I don't really plan on necessarily getting into the nitty gritty because that's not 100% what this video is about, but I will be discussing spoilers. So, fair warning to any of those who are not caught up on Attack on Titan. I might mention some things. It's not really a plan, but I don't really want to limit myself by trying to meander around it. But I'm not really going to be going into a whole lot of plot points here. I'm mostly just talking about why Mappa needs to, stop. But first off, hats off to them. They're an incredible animation studio. They've been doing incredible work. I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen for the past few days. I am just over halfway through because I heard the movie was really good, and it's right up my alley. I'm loving it a lot, and so yeah, Mappa's just killing it. They really are. They're doing great stuff right now, and I really love what they've done with the final season. I was a little weary at first, and I do think the first few episodes weren't necessarily up to par. They were a little weird. I think they kind of needed to stretch their legs a little bit, but once they hit their stride, I think they've done a fantastic job with the show, in terms of both animation quality and just how they've been directing and things like that. But one of the things is just this god-awful marketing that I have criticized from the very start. I saw it was titled when I first saw that it was titled The Final Season. I was like, what? I feel like there's so much to go left in the thing. And even when you saw with the manga, which I have not read the manga for all those, wondering. So I don't know how it ends. I've stayed away from all that. I have a friend who has and tells me that's very good. But anyway, I know very little about all of that. But when it said the final season, I was like, what? They still have so much left to go. I feel like we just, there's what? And then once they got through, part 1 and everything like that, which I can't remember. No, they didn't classify that it was going to be parts. They just said the final season. And they're just going about, and they said that it's going to be, 16 episodes. And I was like, there's no way. This is the final season, and they spend the first 5 episodes just not caring about Eren or making about any of the characters so far, divulging. Why are they wasting so much time here? And then, it began to make sense. It's like, oh, there is a whole lot of content left. And then when they announced part 2, right, I was like, okay, this makes sense. I'm still not, I'm not happy about it, but okay, it makes sense. Waited a whole year, right, for part 2. Part 2 comes out. This is it. This is the finale. 12 episodes. It's gonna be fantastic. We start getting towards the end, right? Aaron goes batshit. Everything just goes just so much happens, right? And so we get, I want to say around like the third to last episode or something like that, where I'm just like, there's not enough time for this. Like, what's going on here? This can't be the end, right? But Mappa's still not said anything, right? Like, they still have been completely, sealed lips here. And so, when they got to the last episode, it was like, there's 1 episode left and there's 9 chapters of the manga left to adapt. There's no way this happens, especially when they gave that teaser and it was just a little, basically a couple shots of Aaron and just very ambiguous. I was like, there's no way this is the end, right? Either it's an extremely long episode or, my guess was a movie. I thought they were going to do a movie. It made sense. It seemed like there was enough content there that would be, what they would do. I'm trying to remember what they said then. Looking up the article here. It's because they said how many episodes it would be. Right? Am I an idiot? I swear they did. I want to say it was 8. This article's not giving me anything. Sorry, I'm talking. But anyway, obviously for those that didn't figure it out, we're getting a part 3. Why? Well, obviously there's still to go. To be honest, I really did think they were going to go with the movie because it made sense. I mean, what better way to end one of the most popular anime of all time than a theatrical film? Everybody go to the movies to see this epic fight. And I still maintain that I think that was the best way, based on what I've heard on how the manga, I've heard a lot of what's left is this final battle, right? It makes sense for it to be a movie, and I still maintain that should have been the call. Instead of doing all that, should have freaking done it. But this is 28. Hold on, 16. That's 28. Okay, so I don't know. I swear they said it was going to be 8 episodes though, but I'm not seeing it here. But correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so we're getting a third part, and it's coming in 2023. I was ready. I was like, we're finally, after all these years, for me, obviously it hasn't been that long, but, we're finally going to find out, I'm a very impatient person, okay? I have ADHD. I need to be constantly stimulated, and so I see this, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of Attack on Titan taking forever. It's ridiculous. And I know, I get it that this sort of stuff, this quality stuff takes a while. I'm cool with that. But just communicate. That's all I want. Communication. And I'm tired of just not knowing. And having to just wait a year for this is ridiculous. I'm going to have to wait until hopefully January if they follow, the trend that they've been doing. I'm going to have to wait 9 months. Well, technically 10 or 11, depending on how long they stretch out the episodes. Probably a year. Probably have to wait a year to see the actual end of Attack on Titan, when I was ready. My body was prepared. I was like, we're getting the end. It's happening. Then I was less prepared as we started getting there, because I'm like, there's no way. And hoping that, we get a movie in the summer maybe, but no. It's a whole year. Which I guess I shouldn't, it's not that bad, because, the Jujutsu Kaisen fans have been waiting for what? It would have been. It technically waited a year for the movie, and now it'll be technically 3 years, give or take, whenever it comes out in 2023 between seasons 1 and 2. So they I guess it could be worse, but that's one that's just getting started. This one, we've been waiting, this epic conclusion. Come on, guys, come on. It's ridiculous. It makes me upset. And it's not a critique on the quality, because I think Attack on Titans, like part 2, the final season, was just phenomenal. Like, every single episode except for that finale, I just thought the finale was really drawn out. It just felt like fluff to me. But like, every other episode was just consistently just, even the slow episodes, like even ones that were probably fluff, like the episode at the campfire with Zeke and with just everybody, not even, it would know, I'm not thinking of the right thing, not Zeke, but was that in part 1? Zeke and Levi's little thing? I don't remember. Yeah, it was part 1, right? Yeah. But the campfire talk where everybody was just kind of like being uneasy and everything, and getting with this alliance between the Marlians, Marlians and the Islanders, everybody talking and everything. Like, that was a very slow episode, but it was all good because it was getting into the characterization of all the characters. And even the finale did that. I don't think the finale was necessarily a bad episode. I just think with the ramping up that the show was doing, it just felt like just a hard stop. And that was kind of annoying. But, the characterization they did in those episodes were just fantastic. And just all of the character development we've seen here in the last few minutes, they're so good. I'm not doubting Mappa's ability. I'm just pissed that they're not communicating this stuff. Like, in a day and age where we have social media, we have all these different ways of communicating things, and I understand the usefulness in marketing to keep things close to your chest, but with a property as beloved and a fan base as just ginormous as Attack on Titans, why can't you just let us know these things? Like, it's just being a dick is what it is. That's how I feel. Just having us think that this is it, because they never said, so they have that built-in excuse of we never said part 2 was the last one, we never said, we said the final season, right? But really, it's like this season is freaking 36 episodes long. Like, what the hell? Because it's just stupid. It's stupid. And I'm cool with that. Again, like, the quality has been, for the most part, absolutely, like, my jaw has dropped over and over and over again this season, which I did not expect to happen, especially after the start of season 4. Like, I couldn't have predicted any of this crap, but here we are. And so I'm not saying it's like they're doing a bad job. I just wish they would be more communicative, and that's kind of the whole point of this video. And so if there are people out there watching from Mappa, just talk to us, let us know. Like, obviously I'm still gonna be a little butthurt, like, if I would have known that, like, oh, there's gonna be a part 3, or like, this isn't the end, like, there's still, like, we've got a little bit to go. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Just don't set me up for disappointment, because then I'm just gonna be mad at you. And like, you're doing such a great job, I have no reason to be mad at you outside of that. So this is just my plea to Mappa, to y'all, like, come on guys, just let us know. And god damn it, there better not be a part 4. They did say, like, they confirmed it would be the final arc, so they did say this time it's it. But if y'all got a movie hiding, just tell us. Just tell us now. Just tell us now. Because I still think that was the right choice, but whatever. Anyway, there's my little rant, little spiel. I thought it'd be fun to do a little video like this. Let me know if you like it by leaving me a like, or maybe drop a comment down in the comments below. Who knows? Whatever you want to do, okay? But other than that, I'll see you guys next time for, whatever it is I'm doing. Alright, see ya.